Hello guys, today we're going to be working on this Maytag dryer. This is an older model and the model number is on the display. Welcome to DIY Repair Now. Read all the warnings, and during this video you will see one or more of these icons to help you do this repair safe. The complaint that we have with this dryer is that it's not heating, so we're going to go ahead and disconnect it to avoid electric shock, and we're going to go ahead and start taking it apart to find out what's going on and do a diagnostic on it. Now we will remove the two 5/16 screws that are on the bottom of this bottom panel and remove it out of the way to be able to access inside. And you guys probably can't see in the footage, but I can see the belt is loose. The customer said that the dryer was turning on and it was heating, but the drum was not spinning, and we found it on the floor, and it looked like it's the drive bell pulley, but not the pulley that pulls tension on it. This is the pulley that goes on the motor. So I'm gonna go ahead and start taking the dryer apart to show you guys where this part goes and find out if it's more than just this pulley or it's just the pulley that it worn out. It looked like it's stripped, so we're gonna go ahead and check the tip of the motor to see in what condition it is, or see if there's anything else wrong with the dryer. Now we'll remove the other two 5/16 screws, and we're gonna go ahead and sit this panel to the side. Go ahead and put this rubber back in place if it comes off on you as well. And I tried to put this panel on the side and leave the wiring on, but the wires start, getting loose. Now we disconnect the wiring for the light. And like I said, I'm trying to put the wiring into the side, but it looked like it's not gonna work. So I'm gonna go ahead and end up removing the wiring. But I suggest for you guys to take pictures before you remove any wiring. That way you guys remember where it goes. At this point, I'm thinking about removing the wiring because I don't want the switch to break. And like I said, just take pictures. That way you remember where they were connected to. And if it's best for you guys, just go ahead and disconnect it and put it to the side, because if you put tension and a stress to that switch by pulling the wires, you can end up damaging the switch. Now there are more. I believe there are 5/16 or 1/4 screws that are holding this drum panel, and as you see, it comes off. Those are the glides where the drum slides, and those glides looks fine. Sometimes if those glides are worn out, it will pull more tension on the drum when it's trying to spin, but it will make a squeaky noise, and we didn't have that complaint. So those glides are fine, and that is not it. So at this point, I'm trying to move this drum out of the way, but it looks like we have to remove the two screws from the top panel to be able to lift it up and get our drum out of there. As you see, I'm still fighting, trying to get it out, and it's kind of tight in there. So I'm grabbing the bell, trying to lift it up, and eventually we got it out. Now the bell looked like it's fine. The customer thought that it was the bell, but as you see, the pulley, it's not on the motor tip. So in fact, right now what I'm doing is checking if the tread on the motor is still fine, and it looked like it is. Obviously the tread on the motor is stronger than the material where they make the pulley. That means the pulley was the one fell, and it looked like it's because this bearing stopped doing his job. So one thing made the other one to go back. Where you see that clear spot on this pulley, this is the tension pulley, the one you see that white wheel, and that one, it started going out and it got stuck, and it put a lot of a lot of tension on the tip of the motor. So like I said, one thing damaged the other one. At this point, we have to replace the tip of the motor and basically the pulley of the motor and also the tension pulley. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start putting everything back together because I need to speak with the customer, but I'm already checking to see if I'm able to get this part, and it looked like nobody have it, and it looked like it's been discontinued. Back in the day, they used to sell just the little piece, but now they want you to replace the whole motor. Right now, what you see me doing in there is trying to put the glides in the bottom of the drum, and I'm just leaving everything here, guys, because I want you guys to see how to put it back together, whether you repair it or, you know, end up replacing the machine, because like I said, this is an older model. So like I was saying, they don't sell the pulley anymore. They sell the tension pulley, but they don't sell the pulley that goes on the motor, which is the tip that I was telling you that the thread has stripped. And but I found a replacement part on Amazon. This is an aftermarket part. That means it's made from another company, but they do sell it, and it's about $9-10 around there on Amazon. So you can go ahead and order it from Amazon and replace the tip on the motor, which is the pulley. The thing I'm saying the tip is because really what they call it pulley is the tension pulley, so it gets confusing. But if you see that the tension pulley is worn out as well and the wheel is not spinning, that's the reason why the motor pulley went bad. So you need to replace both. I'm gonna go ahead and put a link in the description of this video for both of them. But remember that the parts that I link, sometimes if the OEM parts are available, you can get the OEM part. But in this case, I'm gonna go ahead and put the aftermarket because they don't sell the OEM part anymore. You would have to replace the whole motor, and trust me, that motor is kind of pricey. So you're gonna have to end up replacing the dryer because it's not worth it. If you replace the pulleys, then it's worth it to do this repair. But if you replace the motor, I don't recommend you guys to do this repair because it's going to be too expensive. You're going to end up spending about $200 to $300 just to replace the parts, because normally when you replace the motor, the blower wheel gets damaged and you will have to replace the motor and the blower wheel. Like I said, if you have to replace the motor completely, it's not worth it. So we almost done here. I'm gonna go ahead and put a link in the description of this video for the parts. And if this video helped you in any way, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and comment down below how this video helped you, or just say hi down in the comments. Thanks for watching.